Buffalo and Rutgers back and forth. Rutgers taking advantage of some Buffalo turnovers in the second. They've got the 2-point advantage in their first trip to the tournament in 4 years. Adam Amin, Carol Lawson back in stores. What we talked about, Rutgers wants to turn you over. They finally started to impose their will in the second.
It's simple in terms of what you can expect when you're opponent of Rutgers, but I think a lot of times what surprises you is how relentless they are. Yeah. Their athleticism, their length, and that ate up Buffalo a little bit in that second quarter. They turned the basketball over. As we take a look at today's Capital One rewarding performance, it's the Rutgers defense in the second quarter. All over Buffalo, creating turnovers, being able to get points off of those turnovers, completely flustering the Bulls. And they had control of the momentum, they had control of the game, they disrupted the rhythm, and they have to feel really good. Tim Eatman has to feel really good about where his team is positioned right now because they've affected the game and the rhythm of Buffalo with their defense.
Again, Tim Eatman, the acting head coach for a 6th consecutive game since C. Vivian Stringer, the Hall of Famer, took a leave of absence in late February. The 55 defense, the first digit. The 5 means the defender is on the ball after a make. The second 5 means zone. If they go 50, it means man. That's what the 55 defense means. Tom Davis, Dr. Tom Davis, came to Iowa in 1986 while C. Vivian Stringer was there as the head coach. Really liked that type of style, that type of pace, and that's been a hallmark for Rutgers for the last 3 decades plus. And it was certainly a hallmark of that second quarter for the Scarlet Knights to take an advantage from going down 8 to at one point up 5. Garantes will draw some contact. And if that's Adeyeye, and it is, that's 3 fouls on Adebola Adeyeye, the true freshman from Toronto, who did good work on the glass.
It just gets caught up in the air. It wasn't high in the air, but she left her feet a little bit. Yep. It's hard to slow your momentum when you leave your feet.
Here's Aurela Garantes, the redshirt sophomore from New York, at the line. Rutgers and Huskies know each other pretty well. They played each other a long time while they were conference foes. And the Huskies, the number 2 seed, are in town. They're in the building getting ready for their first round matchup with Towson. Oh, what a no-look by Dillard. Adeyeye with the patience to finish. Sierra Dillard, don't forget, she leads this team and is second in the MAC in assists per game.
Now, Buffalo should feel good about themselves because that's something that they had a hard time doing in the second quarter, right?
Oh, yeah.
Breaking the press and getting a layup on the other end.
Carey was surrounded, so she found Wilson. Good job by Mack to fly in for the rebound. He'll go to the free throw line. That one on Hemphill. And now Summer Hemphill has 3 fouls. So this is becoming a little bit of a factor now for the Bulls. Hemphill, their second leading scorer, there.
The offensive glass. I mean, it has paid big dividends for Rutgers in this game. Get extra opportunities.
First time that the Huskies are not a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament since 2006. 12 years in a row as a 1 seed. But they're in their 31st consecutive NCAA tournament, are the Huskies. They haven't lost an opening round game since 1993. By the way, a 2 seed has never lost a first round game in the history of the NCAA Women's Championship. Dillard free. Long rebound to Garantes. Nice easy feed for Takia Mack. And Garantes using her length to knock it away and steal it. Broughton all the way inside and a foul.
costly play on a number of levels for Buffalo on that. Okay, we talked about the turnover, the inability to get the ball in bounds. How about Garantes?
Yeah.
I mean, it was 2-on-1 in terms of Buffalo players trying to break the pressure, and she just created that turnover by herself. Adeyeye picks up her 4th foul. Okay, 4th foul, 8.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. You have to let that one go, is what you have to do, Adam. You have to let it go. Let Rutgers get the layup and save that foul for another day, because your team needs you on the floor.
That Rutgers pressure continues to be a problem. Dillard, aggressive, right idea. Through the hands of Hemphill, though. He said it. Dillard knows how to pass and has a really good arm. Garantes finishes. This time Broughton returns the favor. The largest lead is up to 9. 8 straight for the Scarlet Knights. Onwuka travels with the basketball.
Things starting to unravel a little bit here for Felicia Leggett-Jack and her team.
I was wondering if maybe she might think about a timeout at some point just to try to settle things down. But she has trust and confidence in this group.
They're going to have to rely on Hemphill not fouling, but still being able to play physical. And I thought Courtney Wilkins came in the first half and gave them some good minutes on the back of that zone. She's going to have to do that.
Yeah, she's guarding Stacia Carey in that zone right now. Deflected by Hemphill. There's Wilkins right in the thick of things. She was one of 4 Australians on the roster last year. 3 of the Aussies finished their Buffalo careers last season in the Sweet 16. Garantes in traffic. Wilkins had the rebound. Wilkins got covered up. Dillard to Onwuka. And Hemphill will draw a foul against Mael Giles. That's her 3rd.
Third foul on Giles, first on the team this quarter.
Well, a thrilling Final Four season ago, the best in college basketball history. I'm sure we're biased when we say that, but we're gearing up for Tampa. Amalie Arena, the site, Friday, April the 5th on ESPN2 for the semis, the championship on ESPN on Sunday. All 3 of those games also available on the ESPN app. Little step through by Dillard for her first points of the second half. She's got 15 to lead the way, along with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Dillard got her hands in there, and then Onwuka tied up Carey. Bulls take over on the possession arrow. Takia Mack, the sophomore from Chicago, gives Carey a breather. Shout out to Marshall High School in Chicago. That's where Mack came from. Same high school as Cappy Pondexter, excellent WNBA All-Star. Dillard to Onwuka. Good deterrence by Harris. Wilkins comes out of it. Hall for 3. Much needed for the Bulls. First points for Hannah Hall. Rims out, and Hemphill with an aggressive rebound. Oh, Dillard was looking for Hall, but turned it over to Garantes. Too long on the pass, and oh boy. A couple of cheerleaders got taken out on the baseline there as Takia Mack hit him hard. As it stands, all smiles, thankfully. Maybe a little worse for the wear, but seems to be okay. I think the lipstick needs to be fixed more than anything else, and maybe a little bit of a bruised ego, but Seems to be okay, everybody down there. Luka's not a three-point shooter, but she'll step in and take the two. Oh boy, Victoria Harris clearing out that rebound and drawing a foul.
Buffalo foul, Courtney Wilkins.
It looks like everybody's all right.
Third personal fourth on the team.
Wilkins picked up the foul for Buffalo. You see the foul trouble starting to mount up for the Bulls a little bit. Autumn Jones came in for Onwuka. Zippy Broughton will stay at this end of the floor with Rutgers. We're going to bring Stacia Carey back in. This is a team that was a bubble team a year ago. They were offered an NIT bid after they did not make the NCAA field. C. Vivian Stringer declined the NIT bid, saying this team needs to focus on the future and control our destiny next season. The motto of this Rutgers team this year has been determine our destiny. Win the games, leave no doubt. This is an emotional season, a lot of attrition as well. Rutgers is in position right now in front. A foul called on Harris, though, on the inbound. Mack's going to come back in for Rutgers as Buffalo takes over down 4.
Oh, once again, dead ball. So what does that mean?
Rutgers
Pressure set up.
Yep.
Just the entry pass is difficult.
They put Mack and Garantes back there. There's a lot of length on the inbound. Wilkins got a look. Fouled by Takia Mack, and 3 free throws coming for the senior from Melbourne.
Number 31, Takia Mack. First on Mack, third of the team.
You want to challenge the shot, and there's always urgency when it's a three-point shooter that you think is going to get a quality look, but you have to walk that line of challenging the shot but not fouling, because Buffalo on a little bit of a run here, and now you put them to the free throw line and they have an opportunity to cut even farther into your lead.
Rutgers led in this quarter by as many as 9. At 52-43. And it's an 8-0 run. Courtney Wilkins has only missed 1 free throw in 19 attempts this year. Just like that, a 1-point game approaching the halfway point of the third. Garantes. Out of bounds, last touch by Wilson. Buffalo ball.
The defensive glass has been an adventure for Buffalo, but for Buffalo to secure it. Hemphill challenges at least the rebound. It goes off of Rutgers.
And this is why the foul trouble is an issue. Adeyeye was having a really good game on the glass. She's got the 4 fouls on the bench. Here's Hemphill. Rimmed out. Zippy Broughton looking ahead, finding Mack. Oh, missed the layup. Jones to an open Hemphill, and Buffalo retakes the lead. First lead since early in the second quarter. Mack got past Hemphill. Offensive rebound, Carey in the stick back for the lead. Hemphill saves it to Hall. Is crashing into the Rutgers radio. Hopefully Ralph and Mark are okay down there. I know they were scared. Dillard watched by Mack. Hall behind the screen from Hemphill, drills another three.
What a shot from Hall. It's her third three-pointer on the game. Remember, hit that one just before the half, and great answer for Rutgers. Back-to-back threes.
This time Takia Mack knocks one down. Staring into a back-and-forth third quarter here in Storrs, Connecticut. 10 lead changes. A 17-point window that this game has been played in. A lot of swings. Should be a traveling, and it is on Jones. Rutgers ball with a 1-point advantage. 3 to play in the third here in the first round.